Hello, everybody. It's Dr. Robert Potoff here. That's me on the right-hand side. You can see that handsome fella right there. I'm coming to you today with some very important updates about the King James Bible Institute. Please follow along. There's going to be a lot of information given to you in this video about some things that you guys have been emailing me about. Hope to answer those questions here in this video. All right, for starters, to get into the actual page here where you can start taking your courses. This is a question we get asked a lot. If you scroll down, once you register, after you register, you come back to this page and you click King James Bible Institute homepage. Now we may update that and put it up in the top corner here shortly, but as of right now, you click right here. And when it clicks, it takes you to this beautiful page. As you can see right now, we have currently 1,190 students. That is absolutely phenomenal. We've been open for a little over 2 months now, and this is just fantastic news that we've grown so rapidly, so quickly. And guys, so many of you are taking these courses and doing so well on them. I'm so happy and pleased with every one of you. Most of you, we'll say that. All right, so now here is the big one here. The big one. I don't want to bait you into this watching this video. I want you to get what you need out of it. View your grades. This is what many people have emailed me about. They want to see their grades. Well, all you do is you come down here and you click this, and it opens up this portal. Now, once the portal is open here, the first time you log in, you'll type your email here. We'll just type some things here. You'll type your email right there. And then you'll type your password right here. And then the very first time you'll have to confirm your password, and it'll be the same thing as the other password that you typed in. Now, if they're not the same thing, it's not going to let you proceed, but you'll have your email, the email that you're using for your courses now. Not if it's another email, it's not going to work. But it'd be your email, your password, and you'll confirm the password, and then you'll click check grade. Once you click check grade, it'll allow you to, now I've taken one course in here, I think, so, well, 2 just for test purposes, so I can give you my email, if I can remember my email. All right, my big old fat fingers getting in the way. Now, once you've created the password, you will only have to type in this part when you go back to log in. So I've already done that, so we're going to skip this part. So you just click check grade. Now, it's going to take a few minutes. Not a few minutes, maybe we'll see in real time here. So I'm thinking 30 to 45 seconds to load grades. So what has to happen is this portal has to go through all the grades in our system. See, now I just clicked through. You see, I made an 85 on this one. I just wanted to see what it would look right here. And then there's this is different here. So I've got some kind of a glitch happening, but it's okay. All right. So we've got the grades here. It should be for the individual courses, but we're going to go in and get this fixed up. I'm just not going to fix it in this video. All right, so you log in, you can see your grades there. So now, as of right now, there are going to be a few glitches. This is a in-house built system. We built it. Well, I built it in-house to make sure that we were able to provide a free education, because that program that you just saw, if we would have went outside and had it sourced and built, we were looking at tens of thousands of dollars to have it built. So we're building it in-house, and because we're building it in-house, we have a few glitches there. So I hope you guys can bear with us on that until we get those glitches worked out. All right, so you can see your grades for the most part. So please don't send multiple emails asking about grades. I'm constantly working on this thing, and the more times somebody sends an email about grades, the less the more time it's going to take me to get through it, because I try to respond to every email. Now, if you have full classes that aren't showing up, then please let me know. I want to make sure we get that fixed. But if you're missing a grade here or a grade there, just let it be, because I'm going through and fixing things as I come to them, and I may be sitting on 100 emails about the exact same thing. So, and I'm trying to get to those as quickly as possible. And with 100 emails, you have to respond to everybody. And some of those emails, when they're multiple, I'm not going to respond, because I'm just going to fix it, and then you have to check it later. And that's the quicker option for both of us. All right, so now we've saw how to view the grades. Now let's look at some other things that we have going on. All right, so we have the King James Bible Institute Bookstore now. If you click on the tab at the top, let's go back to it and show you where the tab's at. Right here, at the very tip top, right above the logo, Bookstore. So we have books by myself, Brother Robert Breaker, and some various other authors, including my lovely wife out here. If you guys have not checked it out, check out. She's got a wonderful children's book and a book called Living for Him. This is great for you ladies, but she's also has some devotionals and things like that coming out. And we've got different books that are out there. My very top book, we wound up being a #1 new release on Amazon. It doesn't take much to get that, so I just got to toot my own horn every now and then. But we've got these books here, and we're going to be adding more shortly to this list as we get them published and things of that nature. But also the list by Brother Robert Breaker. I highly, highly, highly recommend these top 2 books very specifically. And for anybody that's going through anything in your marriage or anything, marriage, divorce, and remarriage, please check that thing out. It is absolutely wonderful. And if you're looking for some deep dives into scripture, especially about why the King James, we've got a great Why the KJV book over here. And you want some information on rightly dividing, we've got some books here. Now, my favorite book, I think, in the entire catalog here is going to be the children's book, because there's not very much content out there for King James content for children, and this is great. It also doubles as a coloring book. If you guys are looking for a good reference Bible, I highly recommend these top 2 here, in no particular order. This is Dr. Ruckman has a absolute wonderful reference Bible. Brother David Hoffman. I do not personally own a copy of David Hoffman's book, but this is the same Bible that Brother Breaker uses on a daily basis here. I highly recommend it just off what I've seen out of his. Also, some folks have asked where they can get a hold of a actual facsimile of a 1611 King James Bible. We have it right here. This is the same version that I own myself. And a couple of notables out there. Pastor Donnie King, we'll be doing a revival with him in Kentucky. He's got a great book on Job, and he's got another book coming out soon, so we'll add that one as well. And Aaron and Teresa McMahon with CPR Ministries, really neat guide to soul winning. All right, so let's look at the next page. You guys have asked about. Now, believe it or not, people are asking about this. This isn't just me trying to put a plug in. All right, so we created some merchandise for some school spirit here. So we've got sweatshirts, and let me go back and show you, because I'm too silly to realize what I'm doing. Up here at the top, a merch store, and you come in, you got sweatshirts, all different kinds of colors here. Let's see. I'm going to wear this 3X, and then we're going to get it in black, but I'm not a big fan of this one. Maybe some of you ladies would like that one, but this is going to be me, or maybe somewhere around here, or maybe some blood colored. You can't go wrong with the blood. All right, so we've got a little bit of merch here. So we got sweatshirts, teddy bears. You need a bear or a lion or whatever you need. We got that here. Buttons, neckties. Now this is good and interesting. You get a King James Bible Institute necktie, and coffee cups. little polo shirts here for you. I need to get myself one of these so I can wear it around. Some sweatshirts with hoodie sweatshirts. Now, these are pretty cool. King James Bible Institute Bible covers. Now, I don't think it has a back photo on this one, but on the back of this thing, there is there's a list of verses that we use for especially for our street preachers and things of that nature. A list of verses that help you walk through salvation. It's not the Romans road. This is the blood-stained gospel that's on the back. All right, so then we go in. We have, for folks that want the logo on the front, we got the little logo here, and then the back of the shirt, we've got it there. And this neat little hat. Let me just warn you about this thing. It's not for people with big heads. It is just definitely not. This is the actual sign that's in my yard here. If you guys need a sign made for your home church, please let me know, and we'll be able to get those done there. Now, some of these other things that are on here are just different things that are out there for the ministry, like the old shirt. I love this shirt. This is like my favorite one here, I think. Then these are some things that are very specific to our home church. This shirt right here, and I do not know this lady, by the way, but this shirt here is, it's available on Amazon. I put it on there a while back, but this shirt has sold all over the world. So I love it. I love that one, and that one is available on Amazon as well. But we've got other Bible covers. So that being said, with the other Bible covers like that, if you guys like this King James Bible cover or the King James Bible Institute Bible cover, and you would like to get one in a different color, you let me know. I'll have to create it for you when I have some time there. So you got the flags available. So this is specifically the one that's out there doing so well on Amazon. But some other shirts here. Good Unborn Lives Matter shirt. That's always a good one. I can't remember what else is in here. Take back the rainbow. Those things, if it ain't King James, it ain't Bible. A little Love Jesus shirt. Different things. Street preaching is freedom of speech. Great things like that. All right, now we're past this point here. You guys asked for the merch for School Spirit. I appreciate that. When you purchase from there, it goes to helping keep this program free for us. So that's great. All right, now into the programs tab. So back up here at programs, and we can see this wonderful page. If you'd like to tell people about the King James Bible Institute and what we have to offer, this is probably the easiest page to share with them. So go to programs, grab that link, share it with them, and it'll tell you about the certificate program, the associate in biblical studies degree in church age doctrine, the bachelor's of biblical studies in church age doctrine and right division, the master of theology. Yes, we have a master's program available as well now. And the doctor of theology, we have it available with an emphasis in apologetics. So I do want to, I'm going to go through a little bit and tell you a little bit more about these courses, but I wanted to show you this page here, programs, and you've got your About Us over here, and you click on that. You've got information about why we're our accreditation and why we are going to choose not to go the route of accreditation as of right now, unless there's some drastic changes in our government. And you got contact information, a little bit of about the founders here. It says me and Brother Breaker. Look at that. Look at that handsome fella right there. Great day. Look at that big old Bible, man. But you can see a little bit about us, how to get up with us directly, things of that nature. All right. Then we'll go over to the best button. I'm just playing. They say the best nation is donation, but that's just a joke. We're not going to lock the doors on you or anything like that. All right, but you can go over here if you'd like to give. You can give one time. You can give monthly. We really like that button there because it really helps us move forward every month here. So this is what I love about our donation portal is it's 100% tax exempt for you. So you can have like donations that you can claim on your taxes there, and when you donate, they automatically come out. You don't have to wait on me to give those to you. They come automatically. All right, so now let's look at our certificate courses. All right, so let's look at the instructions here. It tells you what you have to do to earn a certificate. Very simple. Read the instructions first. These instructions, they're, I do need to update them because now everything has a quiz, things of that nature. So, but just in case something happens and we add more certificates later, which we will, and we're working on around the clock getting things done for you here. But right now, the first certificate that's going to be available now this is very important information here. This certificate is part of the associates program. All right, so I'm gonna click on this certificate here, and it's going to tell you about the fundamental courses. So these are all the classes that are inside of the fundamentals of KJV Bible doctrine. So you got why the KJV, Evangelism 101, Salvation, Missions, Navigating the Bible or Right Division, the Godhead, Dispensationalism 101, and the End Times. All right, so these courses together combine for 15 credit hours on the associate level or the undergraduate level. Now you take that, you're going to get a certificate of completion for that. And some people, this may be the only thing you take in the program, and if that's the case, that's fine. But I can promise you this: somebody that goes through this 15 credit hour program, they are going to be so well prepared for the ministry. It's not even going to be funny. Like, you'll be more well prepared than most pastors out there today because of the wealth of knowledge that you'll have about that King James Bible and how to lead somebody to the Lord. You will be dangerous as far as a soul winning machine is concerned. You'll be great at it, and you just have so much information to give at any time. So one of the things in the future, we're looking to have a street preachers type certification, and this will definitely be part of that. All right, so that's the certificate in the fundamentals of KJV Bible doctrine, which is part of the associates program. So we go over here. You got degree instructions as well. So you can read through this, and it'll be very similar to the other instructions for the certificate course. Here's the big question: can I skip around? Can you move from class to class as you feel like you would like to? Well, technically, yes. There's nothing I can do about it. Do I want you to do that? No, I don't. I do not want you to do that because I don't think it's the best thing for you to do, to just jump around all willy-nilly. I mean, this part of this course is discipleship, but you're free to do whatever you want to do. You're an adult. Well, some of you aren't. We actually have some folks that aren't adults taking this, which is really cool. But you're free to watch classes in any order. However, the grades are only going to be processed into the portal now as I get to them. So what I mean by as I get to them, like, I need to have the particular classes loaded into the portal. Right now, I should have all of the Pauline epistles loaded in, and the certificate programs we're putting in next because that's what people are taking. And then we'll start working on what's inside the bachelor's program. So if you're taking classes inside the bachelor's program, I have no idea how long it's going to take me to get to it. I am working on this thing very quickly, and you may be thinking, well, this is taking forever. Well, I can promise you this: we're digging in as deep and as hard as we can with this thing, and this is a very large undertaking here, especially when you're dealing with more than 1,000 students now, and more than like hundreds and hundreds of quizzes. It's not an easy thing. So guys, please bear with me on this thing. And I'm learning as I go here. I didn't know how to do any of this stuff before we started, and now I'm pretty proficient at it. So, all right, bear with me. Sorry, I had to mute there. It's like a cough a little bit. All right. So we've got the degree instructions up here, and report cards. This is going to kind of go away. It's obsolete because now we have the view your grades here, which will double as report cards. But the report cards up here, we don't have anymore, so it'll go away. Now you've got the associate program. So you come over here, you can click on that, and it'll drop it down, and it'll give you a description of the program. This is interesting here. So this is the certificate. Excuse me, I got tongue tied. This is the certificate that we talked about, how it's part 1 or phase 1, as I want to call it there. And then you've got the rest of the Pauline epistles. Now, the certificate is worth 15 credit hours. The Pauline epistles are worth 45 credit hours. And this is the order that we prefer you to take them in. If you start up here, that's fine. But if you're in the Pauline epistles, we highly recommend you taking them in this order. Everything builds upon everything else. But here, 15 and 45, that equals your 60 credit hours that you need for an associate's degree. And don't forget, there's writing assignments. So you got all your graduation requirements and things of that nature. Anyway, and this is important. This program's not for the lukewarm or lazy. This is for those that hunger and thirst after righteousness. Those willing to labor in the word, line upon line, precept upon precept. This is not a program for lazy people. This is when you're dealing with programs that choose to be unaccredited, but not unaccredited is not the right word. When they choose not to have government accreditation, when you have that, you get a lot of folks that want to attack you and say, "Oh, it's a diploma mill." I will challenge anyone that thinks that this is a diploma mill to come take this program, and I promise you, by the end of it, you will be, not even by the end of it, maybe through the first set of courses, you'll be like, okay, this is actually more information and more work and more quizzes than are in the accredited seminaries, the government accredited seminaries. All right. So we got the associates program. We click on that. You can see all your classes. So if you just go straight into the associates program, the certificate or prereqs, they're already there. So this is a duplication from what's in the certificate program. But let's close that back out. So if you need to take those, they're there. And then you go down, you have your classes that are there as well. So let's go down. Then you have the bachelor program. Same thing. The bachelor program, you go down, you got, these are all classes here besides this one. This is your description, so you can see, all right, all the classes that are in that program. All right, so let's go back to here. Let's click that. Now we're getting into some other information here in the Master of Theology with an emphasis on right division. Okay, now this is a monster program. This is not going to be an easy program at all. I mean, it'll be easy, but it'll be a lot of work. If your definition of easy is not a lot of work, then no, this is not easy. All right, so in order to qualify for this program, you're going to have a B average or higher coming out of the bachelor program. And what we have here, I'll give you the writing list as folks qualify for this, but there's going to be 10 basic doctrinal topics that you're going to have to write about. And you'll be writing, basically 10 subjects, 10 different writing assignments on the individual topic. And you're looking at writing assignments that are going to be 1,000 to 1,200 words each. And there's qualifiers for each of those assignments there. So this is where we're going to really get into some good doctrine here and make sure that before we give somebody a degree, especially a degree called Master of Theology with an emphasis on right division, you're going to be able to rightly divide. Folks that finish this program, they're going to be so well put together and so ready for ministry that people would be foolish not to want you serving in their ministries with them alongside. And honestly, you may wind up in a scenario where it's harder to get a job because they're intimidated by the fact that you would know so much and be so well put together. But by the time this is done, you'll have enough information available to you to with all the assignments. You could easily publish this into 10 individual books if you'd like. And if you'd like help with that, I'm happy to help you with that. And if you do, hey, that'd be great. Maybe we'll put you in the bookstore. Let's go back. Now, we've got the Doctor of Theology with an emphasis in apologetics. This is going to be the end-all, be-all of programs out there. Now, you're going to have 10 individual writing assignments. Now, the master program has 100 individual writing assignments, but they're 1,000 words apiece. The doctoral program, however, has 10 writing assignments where you have basically all the freedom to pick your topics. Well, not the topics, but the individual topics that you would have there. Like you have the control in this one. We give you the basic topic of what we're going to talk about. And here you can see them. The required topics are why I'm not a Calvinist, why I'm not a Catholic, why I'm not a Pentecostal or charismatic, why I'm not a Jehovah's Witness, why I'm not a Mormon, why I'm not a progressive Christian, why I'm not a Seventh-day Adventist, why I'm not a mid-acts or hyper-dispensationalist, why I'm not a Muslim, why I'm not an atheist or agnostic. These are the topics. Now, you will have, each of these will have a 10,000 to 12,000 word qualifier there to be considered. These are your minimums. Now, once you write these should be published worthy, every single one of them. So if you're in the doctoral program, it's because you've came through the master's program. You've proved you can handle these writing assignments, and we give you these bigger ones here. And every single one of these will be published ready. And if you want help publishing them, we'll walk you through doing that. If you make it through this program, we're going to be very pleased to place your books inside of the bookstore, and help you get those online as well to just show the world that you've actually done what it takes to go through with this program. This program is intense. This program is far more intense than any doctoral program that I'm aware of currently. This is a research program. This is something right here. You will be qualified to defend the faith against virtually anyone. So I really am looking forward to seeing some folks go through with complete the entire program. I'm excited to see you guys get in there and get involved. Don't forget, we're running this thing completely free for you, so we do depend on whatever love gifts and donations that you guys are able to part with, so to speak, and under no circumstance do we want you given to us before you're given to your own local church. So if you're not given to your own local church, then just make sure you're given where the Lord's going to be the most blessing at anyway. So I think that's all I've got for this video here. Just share it, tell people about it, and hopefully we'll see this number grow from 1190 to maybe we'll see it grow to 1611 soon. That'd be great. That'd be just fantastic. Y'all be good. Y'all be blessed, and we'll either see you here, there, or in the air. Y'all have a great night or great day, whatever. I don't even know what time you're watching this video. Y'all be blessed.